So, all right, it's recording. I can see that for sure. All right, let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot.
Hey, guess what?
Here we are.
Trying this again. Here we go. Okay.
You guys will not believe what just happened to us.
Yeah.
Leslie and I are from a time before cell phones. You know, we love this technology, but we also equally hate it.
Uh-huh.
So we thought we were recording an episode, and we didn't record it.
We didn't record it.
But
nope.
It just goes to show you how much fun we have doing this, that we're going to do it a second time, y'all.
That was just a dress rehearsal. This is the real thing.
We back.
So forgive me if you see me jump up a couple times just to check.
We're having a little bit of PTSD.
I know,
so
like, oh
we
my
are
God.
going to check that we are
There
recording.
was so much good stuff there too.
You know what? But I don't doubt that we can bring it all back around.
Yeah. All
Because
right.
that's what we do.
All
okay,
right.
people?
Yeah. Here we go.
We are back with some new We Are Witches for you. We're doing things different.
Yep.
We're still loosey-goosey, real and raw.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to be going on some new platforms. So we're excited to branch out on maybe YouTube, TikTok. Just trying to get a little more stable out there in the universe.
Yes.
So please keep all eyes open and follow us.
Find your eyeballs.
Put your eyeballs on me. We are here because Lughnasadh is right around the corner. The next turn of the wheel happens this Friday, August Fest. It is the first of 3 harvest festivals. So we are getting into it, people. We are seeing things growing. We are feeling ourselves grow. We are enjoying the fruits of our labors. The harsh reality is always lingering in the background that the days are now growing shorter.
Oh gosh.
And the sun is growing weaker. And we will be making our descent into the darker months sooner than later. But for now, we are praising the sun. We are hoping for good harvest, and we are hopefully sharing that harvest with friends and family.
Yeah.
This holiday, like I had mentioned, it's the halfway point between summer and the autumn equinox. So we're harvesting our first grains, our first vegetables, sharing bread and food with our loved ones, remembering the Celtic god Lugh, who is a sun god, also a god of poetry, sorcery, and history. And yeah, just kind of like giving blessings and feeling really, I don't know, fulfilled,
Yeah.
nourished, bountiful.
Yeah. You were saying too, like this is a time of like the word nurture.
Dude.
And its many facets.
Totally. We are in a mother archetype vibe right now. Not only are you nurturing your plants out there, but, it's a big time for family to come around. You might be like nurturing your loved ones. You might be, hell, I found a pregnant mama cat. I nurtured some kittens for like 3 months, There's a lot of unexpected out there. But yeah, now is a really good time to just think about the seasons, think about the changing, thinking about growth, whether that's in nature, whether that's within ourselves.
Yeah.
So a great way to celebrate is using herbs to bring good fortune, abundance into your life, whether that's through cooking, healing, potion making, magic of any kind. The herbs are abundant. Please, they're waiting for you to find them. They're waiting for you to connect and to use them. It's so important.
Yep.
If you're not a practicing witch yet, which is totally fine, you can also focus on harvesting or foraging in nature. Drying, preserving herbs, seeds, and flowers. So all those are super poppin'. It's nice to let some plants go to flower so the bees, the flies, there's pollination happening, right? but you get more bounty and you get more medicine making and more tea drinking if you trim. So I suggest if you want to make the most out of your season, keep trimming, keep drying, keep storing. It's really rewarding at the end of a season to see your apothecary or whatever, and it's just all herbs you dried and grew yourself.
Ugh.
And you're just like, wow, I have enough lemon balm to last me the winter. You know, it's a really, really good feeling.
I was watching my favorite homesteader, and she
Aww.
was sharing how she'll bottle dried herbs for friends as gifts. And I'm like,
that's where I'm at in life.
I hear you.
That is where I'm
Deb.
at
It made me
in
think
life.
of you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
friend.
I was like, oh man, this is Deb move right here.
That is where I'm at. Everyone's like, where you been, Deb? In the yard.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on leaving till about November.
Yeah.
And you know, if gardening isn't even your thing and you still just want to connect to the holiday, because what is connecting to the holiday? But it's connecting to the seasons. It's connecting to the shift. We're all, Leslie mentions this, I feel like, very often is we're looking for that connection. You know, we're looking to connect to the earth. We're looking for that ancestral remembrance.
Yeah.
You know, remembering.
Getting back to the root.
Yeah.
Getting back to the root. Hold
Literally.
on. I gotta like
gotta
nervously
check.
make
We
sure
gotta
that
check,
we're
guys.
still going.
Okay.
Righto.
And so what I was saying is, if you're not quite there yet, go to a farmer's market, dude.
Yeah.
Right? Enjoy someone else enjoying doing it. And that is the best way to continue that cycle of, you know,
Yeah.
earth to table to belly to feeling like 100% part of the system.
Right.
Yeah,
supporting that community, supporting your local
right.
farmers. Yep.
Dude, it's all together. There's no crafting without giving back. There's no receiving without giving. You know, so you need to think, what are those ways that I can give back? So hopefully I can make, you know, a little space to like receive some knowledge.
Yeah.
Receive a change that I've been trying to like overcome, you know?
Yeah.
Receiving doesn't have to be physical.
Yeah.
When I'm manifesting, most of the time it's for knowledge.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
honest. Because
Yeah.
like that's what I want more than anything. Is to know things.
Yeah.
Because inevitably that takes you in other directions.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So enjoy the fruits of your labors, people. Go inside if you're not an outside person and think of ways you've grown.
Yep.
Think of ways you've changed. Think of ways, think of different spots that you might want to plant yourself next year that you might grow better. You know?
Yep.
We all find some tainted soil every now and again, but that doesn't stop us from growing. That means that we just had a stunted year.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and
Yep.
we have time, people. We have time. So, those are great ways to celebrate. Oh, I forgot the best one. Crafting. Making besoms, making corn dollies, crafting oils, teas, with all the stuff that's outside. I'm growing my own corn this year, and I'm so excited.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
It's so cute. Just from birdseed. It wasn't intentional.
I can't believe that.
I know. It's
Deb's
crazy.
like, look at the little silks poking up. And I mean,
It's crazy.
I can't remember the last time I was in a cornfield, you know? I was a little itty bitty girl, and it's so
I
great to
love the
see them
silk.
popping up! Like little butters
It's
from South
so
Park.
cool. Aw, butters,
Yeah, like a little
butters.
Love it.
Well, you guys know I love a good altar, so I always like giving a little bit of idea for some zazz. So again, it's really nice to use stuff that you have around. We're always saying, be resourceful, use what you have. There's tons of stuff just all around you right now that will be perfectly adequate for celebrating the holiday. Apples, different trees, birches, hollies, grain, candles in the color of yellow and gold, offerings of beer, ale, cakes or breads, And then it's always fun to have crystals around. So I suggest obsidian, sapphire, and citrine. And that will just really help bring in the season, help you celebrate. Oh, Cardinal just flew by. We're sitting in Leslie's lovely sunroom, so we get so much natural action. It's just fabulous.
It's awesome.
Turkeys, deers, birds galore.
Yep.
Oh, he's back.
I know.
Dragonflies. It's special.
It is.
It's special. And then, I was saying to Leslie, and just very inspired by this idea of the goddess of the grain during this time. There are a couple of different goddesses of the grain, including Caradwen, Isis, and Demeter. But Demeter was the one that I took my deep dive into because I knew of her story the best. And might I say that I am compelled to leave her an offering this season. She's badass. A couple of the things that had stood out was that she's determined, but she wants to teach us to not let our determination consume us, like it consumed her looking for Persephone and basically sending death upon the earth as punishment. It's important to be strong-willed, but know when, the fire needs to rage and when you need to strike silent, kind of shit.
Yeah. For sure.
So it's a really great reminder. And we were also saying her mother energy, kind of inspires you to give yourself a little check-in. Looking at what you've grown, acknowledging your relationship to feeling like fully nourished. Your relationship with food, how are you able to nourish yourself beyond food? And I feel like we can fill those gaps and help ourselves in those ways through a lot of the ways we discuss celebrating this holiday. Truly enjoying the earth, truly enjoying these times.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was the nourishment that we were talking more than nurture, and just all the different ways, like nourishing the mind. How are you taking care of your mind? How are you nourishing your friendships? How are you nourishing the relationship to your significant other or your
practice,
or significant other itself?
Yeah.
Your practice. It's like, where is that nourishment? What are the categories of nourishment in your life?
Totally, for sure. Because most of the time we're just familiar with food nourishing our bodies, but it goes so much deeper. Part of the reason why I like crafting things is because they're intentional energetics or medicinal or magical energies going into your body to nourish, to replace, empty pockets. So it's really fun, again, if you do garden or you're into crafting, get familiar with the plants by making stuff. I brought a couple of my little offerings through my heavy herbals line, which is, mugwort that I foraged into a burn stick, ways to connect to the moon, to Artemis, ways to slow down, dream work, intuition. I foraged a bunch of plants in my yard and I dried them and I made tea.
Let's see how that looks in there. Oh yeah, Deb. Looks good. We're still filming. Okay, good.
We're still on. And holy cow, a goddess of the grain oil. What a great way to nourish yourself by putting oil all over that body. And in the name of the goddess. So there's crystals in here, there's plant matter in here, there's rose quartz essence in here, and it's just for you. So just some really fun ways to celebrate. Me and Leslie love summer.
Yes.
We talked a little bit about nostalgia.
Yep.
And summertime is obviously prime time for nostalgia, right?
Yep.
Those were the feelings of feeling free.
Summertime as
no
a
responsibilities. Yeah, summertime as a child. I can almost taste it.
Oh, yeah.
But alas, those times are gone. But there are great times ahead. And I feel like it's easy for us to forget that. It's easy for us to grieve the past, grieve youth, especially as we get older, because there's no handbook for this shit. We're all having a lot of feelings. But I thought, as friends are coming to me with these feelings, the first thing I thought about was what RuPaul tells the drag queens to do on the finale of every drag race. What would you say to your child self? But instead of that, I want you to forgive your child self. Forgive your child self for not knowing everything back then. Maybe getting into some really bad situations. Maybe hurting people. Maybe not having the boundaries or the confidence to be the person you knew you were meant to be at that time, because we just didn't know. And you don't need to take that guilt any further with you on this journey, because we already have a lot to carry and it's heavy. So if that's something that interests you, you could always reach out for further assistance and ideas on how to do that, but it could feel good. Yeah,
I love hearing that. And I, when I was talking to Deb, like we were saying, like this nostalgia feels very Six of Cups, like tuning back into those days of youth. And I was saying too, youth can look like your toddler years, your early teens, your late 20s, even into your 30s. I mean, I feel like I wasn't even really, really getting into who I was until I, crossed the threshold of 40. So, and there's just, and thank goodness that we can still look forward to all these great ways that we're uncovering who we are. But the Six of Cups kind of feeling right now, where it is about, especially when time is so uncertain, anchoring into the moments of like being with friends, being with family, breaking bread, planning a garden. And I was saying to Deb too, I had a wonderful opportunity of tasting some of Deb's tomatoes.
Aww.
She had these little cherry tomatoes, and I was like, it just kind of came to us when we had our dress rehearsal that I was like, Deb, they're like, these guys, they're absorbing, forgive me if everybody learned this a long time ago and I'm just coming into it now because I'm curious about gardening. But, oh my God, they are like absorbing the sun, absorbing the moon, the phases of the moon, all the unbelievable star energy that's been passing through the night. We had this wild moon and Pleiades eclipse last week. We've had some unbelievable astrological weather, unprecedented times. And they're all imbued into these beautiful veggies, into these
so cool
cherry tomatoes, squash, watermelon, whatever you're growing in your garden. But it's like, and we were both like, wow, we've never really thought about it that way.
And
just
it's
how
so cool.
It's absorbing all of that wonderful sunlight.
So cool.
And moonlight.
Yeah. Literally never thought about that before. And like just being kissed by the rain and it's so cool.
Those are like some of my like early childhood memories of like plucking a tomato off the garden.
For sure.
And like, just that freedom of daydreaming and wondering who you are and who you're going to be. That doesn't stop.
No.
Summertime is every day is meant for daydreaming, but summertime, just through the lens of like, having your summers off, if you're a teacher or a kid growing up in summertime, in between school time, it is like, even if you were a kid, that it is a liminal space. For sure. This wonderful magic making time. So tapping into that is so cool. I love that you bring up that nostalgia because it's so true. We were talking about the CDs we've been playing in our CD players.
Yes.
And
some deep cuts.
Getting into that, and I was saying, to Deb too, like this is such, for me especially, just such a time of, real consideration, especially for anybody out there that's just ended something really big in their lives, career change, ending a relationship, death of a loved one, like these wild spaces of now what, are wildly uncomfortable. But at the same time, really create the setting for great magic to take place. So thinking about summertime as a liminal space to meet some of those things, and Lammas as a period of time to really forage and harvest some of those great accomplishments and successes and lessons learned. And I think the point of it is to really integrate and learn them and embody and activate what you've learned. Is when you start to set it into motion, that's when it really clicks into your...
You become part of it.
You become part of it.
Yeah. You're a cog in the wheel, baby.
Yeah. I was just saying to Deb how much I love these labels that she's created.
Oh, thank you,
and
friend.
This Goddess of the Grain oil is so awesome. You know, I often think of the Empress in the tarot, and oftentimes people call the Empress Demeter, Gaia, Mother Earth.
Totally see that.
And I just love it. And I was reminded of this beautiful excerpt in this A Wise Woman's Guide to Spells, Rituals, and Goddess Lore by Elizabeth Brooke. This is what I snatched off my sister's library. And the chant is, Corn Mother, Grain Reaper, listen as we call to you. Our work is ending, the year is closing, the summer sun is going down. And she was talking about, you know, this is the invoking the harvest goddess. And she says, chant and raise power, sending it off to those projects and or people you know who need energy and support. Take some time to review your own life and become aware of unfinished business, tangles to be sorted, fruits to harvest. You know, and I was saying to Deb, this really is a time where so many of us are igniting what it means to be an activist within us, and to protest and to speak our mind and to call out to what's important to us and things that are happening in Palestine and Gaza. And it's just, how can you get through a day? How can you eat an apple? How can you eat anything from your garden when there are so many people that are starving and scared and in pain? And there are ways during this period of time. Magic can also be magic is a way of activism to send energy to those that need it. We can't some of us can physically go there and help, and some are working hard to do that and to get there. Some of us that cannot, we can do work here on our end, sending all of our prayers and blessings and calling representatives and doing what you can do in your everyday work. And some people are really great at that. Some people are really great at being on the front lines. Some people are really great at, you know, sending out that magic and anchoring that energy into the earth. It takes all of us to work together.
It does. It does. And it's part of what makes witchcraft so radical, is that it's a service. Part of giving back is giving back. So what ways are you going to do that, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I love volunteering with wildlife, and I love, you know, being an activist, and I love giving back in these little ways, because I see my magic thrive not in ways to get, like, just to get things, but to just further my purpose as a human and to expand my mind. I was saying to Leslie, most of the time when I am manifesting things, it's really to manifest knowledge, because I want to know more. I want to understand more. I want to be more connected, you know? So you'll notice when you do start participating more in these radical acts of kindness, of compassion, you feel a deeper purpose and connection to everything around you.
And it's reciprocity too, because it's like, okay, I'm seeking this at my altar, and I'm showing up like this in my community.
Yes.
You know, because
100%.
it needs to be a full circle experience. You know, and you know, and that's kind of the other thing that has come up for me while I'm reflecting after closing my business. Somebody had written somewhere along the way. I look at so much information all day long. But being somebody who's a leader in your community, knowing when to be present and to be leading and to be creating community, and then knowing when to exit. And take that time to really care for yourself and heal yourself and tend to your wisdom and grow you expand your mind in new ways by reading new books and taking new courses and connecting with new people and putting yourself, move towards your resistance, move towards the things that you're resisting, because that's usually where the greatest change and the greatest knowledge come from. So these things are uncomfortable right now in this world, but they must be faced. And, I'm really understanding time as a spiral more and more. And if it feels like we keep going in and then keep coming back and keep going out and then keep coming back in, it's because we're going back over things that we need to heal and really, really rightfully heal right now. And so, and I was saying a little bit, and I won't go too much into it, but like how the United States of America is going through their Pluto return, and many of you watching probably know this, which every 250 years, Pluto returns at the place on our chart, or the chart of a nation of when it was born, and it's about death and rebirth, and systems will collapse and crumble, and new systems will be born, and that's where we're at. And that trickles down. It trickles down to the states, it trickles down to the cities, it trickles down to the neighborhoods, and then it trickles down to each and every one of our individual homes. And so each of us do feel death in this period of time right now. And we are seeing our own systems within, my daily practices are crumbling. What used to hold me up 10 years ago no longer holds me up. I have to find new ways of being in the world. And so that's really what's happening. And we're seeing it on a global scale, national scale, statewide, citywide, neighborhood, household.
Insane.
Trickles down. So embracing all of this change in this time and doing what you can. And if you can't do anything,
just be you.
Then rest.
Just do
That's
you,
the
boo.
best thing that you can do is rest. Right?
Yes.
Because you gotta take care of yourself.
If you're not
too.
good, you can't. Right. You can't take care of others when you're not feeling good.
Yeah.
So.
And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just really allowing myself to rest.
Yeah. Good for you, girl. I'm
proud
of you.
It's been feeling damn
proud of
good.
you.
It's been feeling damn good. Well, yeah, I mean, I know we were like a little bit more long-winded. Now I'm like, well, what else are we talking about? What do you got going on? So you
still doing the heavy herbals. Very excited to be dropping a couple new things out there.
Right,
so keep an eye out. We are going to be getting on some different platforms like we've been discussing. So please look out for us on TikTok and YouTube. I'm sure we'll post some places you can follow soon.
Yeah.
And we're just excited to just, do what we do.
Do what we do.
We're going to do what we do, guys.
Yeah, we are.
We look forward to seeing some of you out there.
Yeah. If you're curious about what I'm up to.
Dude, she has been busy.
I've been busy.
Up here.
Up in here.
Leslie's in the stars, y'all.
Yeah, I've been working. I've been traveling. But you can still, my online shop is open. You can find special treasures there if you feel called to do that. And I would greatly appreciate that, as that is directly supporting me.
Yes.
You can also book readings with me, because the more I heal, the more deep the readings go. And so every
she's so
week.
good. Like, I'm not just saying that because she's right here. It was something I will never forget in my entire life. That's all I'll say. Book now.
That's awesome. Thanks, Deb.
For real. It was wild.
You're getting a birthday reading too.
It was
just so
wild.
You know. I'm just gonna put that right there.
It was wild. It was so wild. Like, I'm not just saying it. If you have not gotten a session from Leslie, you need to get one. Treat yourself and then treat a friend, because readings are the best gifts, y'all.
They really are.
I get gifts. I get them all the time for people.
Like, if anybody ever gifted me, it's such an act of love too. It's such an act of love I know you're always gifted friends.
Well, and again, it's like, how are people?
Yeah.
This is how you live your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's nothing better than supporting friends, supporting themselves.
Yeah.
It's such a good feeling.
That's true.
It's such a good feeling.
So, yep, you can book with me, ceremonialshop.com, and I want to pull a little
Yes, honey.
card, don't you think?
Yes, honey.
Why don't you pull one? Why don't you reach in here?
Ooh.
And it's great because you can't really. Oh, you got two. Well, then you read one and I'll read one.
Aww.
All right,
Aww. Dandelion. Expand into resilience, guided by the sunlight of a richer inner world to call home. Ground in its safety and know your truth is ancient and bright.
I feel like that's so perfect for you.
Aw, I love that.
Well, this is one of your favorites because you shared with me that Deb's a big lover of the mint family.
It's my favorite family besides my own.
So we got spearmint.
Yay!
Which is so perfect for now too. Close your eyes. Inhale the cool breeze within where a wild, big-hearted clarity meets you in the deep wandering. A protective path to stargaze with your higher self.
Aww.
That feels really timely for me too.
It does. Leslie has been, although she was known as an astrologer before, she is getting into her astrology boots for real now, y'all.
I mean, you know,
I always associated you with the stars, dude.
That's so funny.
I always was like, she's star people.
Chris always said that about me, and I was always like, no, I'm not, my great grandmother was, and she did my chart when I was born, and I just found it in my baby book.
Wow.
Which is so cool. But that is definitely where I've been investing a hunk of my time. I am really hungry for knowledge as it relates to the planets and the stars right now. I can feel myself really getting more and more excited about this, and that excites me because it's, I was talking to somebody the other day. I was talking to you in the pool about like when I was going to take astronomy, and then I didn't do it because I thought, everybody's like, don't do astronomy. It's
too much
so
math.
Right. And I was like, shoot, but I really wanted to, and I could just see how it has wanted to seep into my life. And I was like that with fashion too. I was like, well, I can't draw, so I can't be a designer, so I can't study fashion. Then let this be a message to you that if there's something that's been pulling at your heartstring and you keep telling yourself 5,000 ways of why it shouldn't apply to you or wouldn't or doesn't apply to you, take this as a sign right now to go back, pick up that violin, take that art class, study astrology, look into other healing and energy modalities that plant a garden.
Yeah.
Start learning about herbs. Start learning about witchcraft and the cycling of the seasons and how important it is to connect with really truly understanding life by seasons, living by the seasons. Because it is ready to meet you there.
It is, and it just helps you. It's just so helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And we will be on this journey with you. So we're here for you, babe.
This is why we do it raw and real and live and loosey-goosey, because we want you to get all of it. The long-winded, the short-winded. I wish you could see the lost tapes. There have been couple of things that there were two.
We've recorded a couple episodes that just didn't record.
Yeah. So may you find those episodes in the ether and may they inspire you.
I hope so. They're good ones.
Last words to send us off with?
I would just say when you're out there in that world, just be kind to yourself, be kind to others, take care of the earth, and may your magic grow.
I mean, there you have it.
See you next time. Bye.